EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Irvin to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit. Kill. 49. Jump out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Yeah, Liz. Hey, Haywood. Check 53, Mike. Look at this.
Rodgers going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
53, Mike 53. Crunch time, defense. Shoot. We are going. Hey, turn it up. We didn't get it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, Delta. All right. Mike 53.
Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15, San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yellow, on the line. Pick your game up. He's coming. We got double up.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Don't be scared.
On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
258. Inside. What we got? What we got? What we got? 53's the mic. Hey, wahoo! Come to Wild World. We want it down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
26, go, go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
53's mine. Check 53's mine.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jack 300. Jack 300. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. 5. Back north. Check 31. Check 31.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I got one.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.